This is where we learn all things Procreate, coloring pages, Pinterest, digital planning, and decor. Hey, what's up, Whoop Pop? It's your girl Miliana Designs, and I'm here to bring you guys how to create your very own mock-up page for your Printables. So let's get started. We are using Procreate. So here's my Procreate gallery. You're going to press the plus button and press the square. The dimensions are 2048 by 2048. Right, so first things first, we're going to open up an image. And sometimes I press gallery again on accident because of image gallery. So insert a photo, find a photo that you want, your prints up that you want. I'm going to be using something I scanned through Cam Scanner. These are from my coloring book, of course. So what I'm doing here, I'm just sizing it down to fit inside of the square, not too big, just a decent size. Just do it by eye pretty much. Then you're gonna grasp your other image as well and insert that. So that's automatically gonna put 2 layers onto Procreate, and I'm sizing that down about the same size as the other image. So by pressing layers and pressing the plus sign, we're going to add 2 new layers. And then we're also going to change the background color so that we are able to see our next step fairly clearly. If you don't, it's kind of hard to see up against a white background. So what I'm doing next is I'm going to create a rectangle around both of the Printables. But for you to get a perfect rectangle, go ahead and draw out a rectangle around your Printable, and then press and hold as when you connect the top corner, and then it'll say edit shape, and then it'll give you this quadrilateral, rectangle, or polygon. And make sure the outline is as close as it can be, but enough for the photo to be blurred for the 2D. I hope that makes sense. It kind of sounds crazy, but I'm saying just don't make the outline too wide, because that way it won't look 2D. It'll just look like you have a border around your Printable. Okay, so we're going to do both of that on both layers, and then we're going to fill it in with the gray color that we've chosen. So basically for me, I had to like hide the Printable in order for this paint to go inside of the rectangle, because otherwise it was trying to fill in the Printable, and I'm like, no, that's not what I want. Also, be sure to put the gray image underneath your Printable in the layers tab and not on top. I had it on top when I first started, but make sure you have it underneath, because if you have it on top, it is going to fill that in on the top versus it being on the bottom. So make sure you put that layer on the bottom of each Printable, however many Printables you put in your mock-up. Now that we have the layers in the correct order, you guys, I am now going to tilt the images and size them however I want. Instead of it just being up and down, try to make it fun by rotating the image. And how you can do that is click on that layer and then click on that mouse symbol that's at the top that's in blue, and that will let you select the image and move it around to wherever you want it to be. And so I'm just tilting it to fit inside of the square, or inside of the rectangle we made. So I'm going to do that for both of the images. Alright, you guys, now this is how you get the 2D. Make sure you tap on the magic wand once you're on your gray layers and blur it out to 9%. And how you change the percentage is you press and hold on your iPad and you swipe over to the left. If you swipe over to the left, the percentage goes down. When you swipe over to the right, the percentage goes up. So the best rule of thumb for this would be 9%. Okay? To have your 2D blur to make your printables pop off of the page. Now this stage here is optional. I made an extra layer to go on top of the background color. I am now going to change the background color to a fun bright color because that's just what I like. I like fun bright colors, like pastels. So that's just my life. Okay, make sure you guys are following me on Instagram and you guys will see what I mean by my fun bright colors, and so you can keep up with the designs and know when I post and stuff like that. So you see how 9% was the rule of thumb, because the 6% blur for the quote is way more heavier than the girl with the braids. So I think 9% is really good. So now I just picked a brush, an artistic brush from the Procreate brushes, and I'm just choosing different colors, and that is on the new layer that I just created last. And the background color is on the background colors layer. That's its own layer by itself, and that is always automatic when you create something in Procreate. Like, your background color is always going to be white, but it's up to you to change it. So then lastly, what I'm going to do, you guys, we always want to write what these are for. So I'm going to be writing my Instagram @name, and that's Emiliana_designs. And then I'm going to be writing a text at the bottom saying what is this? So it is a line by design, affirmations coloring book by yours truly. If you like to purchase your own copy, the link is in the description below. And it's not just your ordinary coloring book, it's a coloring book to encourage women to get back to their wants, needs, and desires. So pick up your own copy. Why not? Oh yeah, and by the way, how you save this image, you basically press gallery. At the very top, it'll say select. You're gonna press select, then you're gonna press share, then you're gonna save it as a JPEG, save it to your camera roll, and then you can upload it to Instagram, okay? I am so sorry I did not include this in the video, but I just saw after I'm doing this voiceover, I'm like, okay, you taught them how to do it, but how did I get the picture? Okay. Okay, anywho, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you have any questions, any requests. It's your girl, Emiliana Designs.